If I was in Grown Ups too, that movie would have been way better.
Adam Sandler movies, I can honestly say I don't produce any of those. Though I want to sue him because I swear to God I came up with the idea for, what's the one with the sister? Yeah, that was my idea. Stole it. I was gonna wear a wig and be a girl. Look at me! Millions of dollars in the box office.
It won every Razzie. Did you know that?
It won every single Razzie award. Those are the worst movie awards. Even Adam Sandler won worst actress.
Were you gonna say Ian McKellen?
No, I said Adam Sandler.
I heard Ian.
I'm sorry, Ian
Sandler. Ian Sandler.
If I had to admit, Happy Madison movies have about as much subtlety as my gay jokes.
Damn, that was really weird.
Yeah.
Alright,
Those movies are awful.
Yeah,
Poor Adam Sandler. Well, no, I can't say poor Adam Sandler because yeah, he's behind it all.
done that to himself.
Yeah, he's making these movies to be bad, and then he makes money off them. So it's like, well, you know, it's hard to blame me for working the system.
Hi. I have a question and can you guys voice as Darts, Nicolas Cage, and Zargon? What do you think of Rebecca Black, Justin Bieber, and One Direction in the same room?
If I ever wanted a member of my evil council, one who could spread dismay and miscontent, I believe One Direction has what is needed. Wait, those are all girls. That's sexist.
If I had to say about One Direction, do you know what the difference between One Direction and Futurama is?
What?
There's only one Bender in Futurama. As far as Justin Bieber, F. Bill Clinton, apparently. Did you hear about that?
No, seriously, did you hear? No, apparently him at a bar got drunk, whipped his dick out, and started pissing on a picture of Bill Clinton while saying,
That's clearly not what happened because he pissed in a mop bucket. Then when he was walking out, he was yelling out, "Fuck Bill Clinton."
But I know there's a picture of Bill Clinton there.
Yeah, and he said,
Okay.
Is that going to be the new YOLO?
The funny thing about Clinton,
What's funny about Bill Clinton? What I do?
he wasn't like,
Come on, man.
Justin Bieber wasn't even like 2 when Clinton took office.
he called him and apologized. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I'm sorry, Mr. Clinton. Shut up, you little bitch.
As far as Rebecca Black goes, it's hilarious because she knows all her songs are awful. And she's like, yeah, this sucks. So, you know, it's hard to be mad at her.
And I have a quick question for Taka.
Yep.
Could I get a hug?
Yep.
That's a request. Worded to make it sound like a requestion.
You know, in the future, just say, hug me, Taka, and he'll do it.
Dishing out hugs outside.
I'm dishing out hugs. Oh, I thought you said I'm auditioning hugs.
Auditioning for hugs?
Should we play another video, Pacer?
Actually, we only have 15 minutes left.
In the panel?
Yeah.
No, we were told we were able to go over because...
Yeah, no, we're already over. We're already 15 minutes over.
We're
It's
you
an
have 2
hour,
hours.
2 hours,
You have
dude.
2 hours.
No, and right now it's 12. Wait. No. Oh, no, wait, we're fine. For some reason, that's just...
That's it. Don't scare everyone like that.
Sorry, it was a long night. Leave me alone.
Do you want to show them?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want to show them? You want to show them the long video or the short video?
Titans.
So we're not playing that one here. That dropped way too many swear words. Right? That's not happening. Attack on, you want to see the Attack on Titan? What 11 episodes.
Yes, and he actually plays our Yamcha. He's very talented, and as you can tell, very British. Right, so, you have a question?
Yes, I do. What is the thought process that you use when figuring out which series you want to abridge?
Whatever we're a fan of. You know, that's the big thing. For me, I really loved Hellsing a lot. And I kept watching it and I just came up with jokes. And I started bugging Kaiser, we should do something with Hellsing. Kaiser, come on, I want to be out there.
You know, it's funny, I always had a non-healthy relationship with Dragon Ball Z. It just kept re-releasing itself and I just keep buying it. It's like, I already own you, okay? I already own you, yeah, but now we're on DVD and I'm like, but I have all your VHSs. And I was like, hey, look, we've got season sets. And I'm like, you're widescreen, you're awful. Yeah, but it's the only way you're going to be able to own the series now.
That one's what we call Kai.
Well, then the Dragon boxes came out. They're like, thank you. Finally, everyone can have the entire series in the original 4x3 as it's supposed to be seen. Then they canceled them. Of course, now I own all of Kai on Blu-ray. And actually, that was the best move I ever made. Like, literally, because now I can just basically go, okay, I want to watch my favorite fights without all that bullshit in between. It's kind of the best part about Kai. And now Kai's continuing, so
that's cool.
I just wish they could like say more about it. Like everyone knows it's continuing, but they have to keep it so far on the down low. We're all just sitting back like, when is it happening?
So boo, cut down. It's gonna be so weird.
I know.
That's gonna be so bizarre. There's so much filler, just not big filler parts, but there's just lots of filler, spliced into different like parts of the series.
It's gonna be really interesting to see how they catalog that out. But yeah, it really comes down to what do you love, like what series do you love, and how much time do you have,
and Fish with JoJo's, right?
Yeah, it's literally like the only anime I watch.
It's sort of funny because you started doing JoJo's before JoJo's had its resurgence.
Yeah.
He actually did the full original anime, and let me just say, it's very interestingly animated.
Alright, so, is that good?
Yes, it is, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
He's so nice.
Oh, guys.
Hey there.
Hey.
Excuse me for this. Lord Guru, I have a question.
What?
I'm sorry.
I was napping.
I'm sorry.
Don't you hate it when people cut you off?
Yes.
What?
I gotta say, I'm a little scared that you're gonna hitch a ride with Dende when he comes to Earth.
I'm dead, man. Why are you haunting me in hell? Well, I totally am.
Yeah, but you're probably haunting Mori.
Oh.
Ghost Guru.
Oh.
That's something I like.
Mori is the new Elder Namek.
By the way, is that a Bulma in the back? Is that Busaka Bulma? Awesome, I love Busaka Bulma. Way to go. Oh, look at the little peanut plushie, that's adorable.
I have to tell you guys one thing. Since I died a terrible death, I died the way I lived, being eaten alive. And now I'm in Hiffle.
Only when he was alive, he was being eaten alive by guilt and regret.
Ha! No. Some Parliamentarians need to die because they're dirty.
And what didn't happen get at Dairy Queen?
I got like a large Oreo blizzard. Because I'm awesome like that. Vegeta got a dilly bar.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey.
I actually have two questions, if you don't mind. First one, and Fish, what goes through your mind when you torture Taco with your Tim Curry impersonation?
How much fun I can have with it. And I know that he couldn't handle it.
I can't handle it.
Exactly.
That's why I
And this one's for Alucard. Would you mind blessing my pimp game?
do. Blessing you what?
Blessing my pimp game.
Dipkit, absolutely.
That's the name of my left gun. The bitch and the slapper, the two guns.
Fear and respect. Brush your shoulders off once you're done as well.
Bazinga!
Is that a Big Bang Theory reference?
So, we'll be announcing who's playing Cell from now on over the next couple weeks.
Remix if I die, right? I already made that rule.
Yeah, it's always going to be weekly Tube Show if you die.
That's good. Do we have a backup plan?
Does anyone know the Going Away Hurt Assassin nowadays?
What?
What?
Okay, so what are your plans for the Boo Saga? Do you plan to do it? If not, why?
Okay, actually, we've been working on this, and as soon as we have our kids off to college, we're gonna get right into the Boo Saga.
The big thing is, at the end of Frieza, we saw where we were in the series, you know, where we were deciding to go, and we decided to do the Cell Saga. At the end of the Cell Saga, we will reassess and reevaluate if we want to do the Boo Saga, because the Boo Saga is not our favorite saga.
It's like Garlic Jr.
Oh, Garlic Jr., shut the front door up there, sir, please.
It's funny, and it's not like I don't hate the Boo Saga, but it's just so long. And so it's like, okay, if and when we get done with Cell, how in the world, like, where are we going to be? Where are we going to be living? What are we going to be doing?
What would Vegeta's character be at that point?
It's,
I imagine this shot of pretty much these two kids running around the house screaming, like attacking each other. Vegeta just in a wife beater and underwear on the couch with pork rind, just watching TV, and Bulma's like, okay, gotta go to work, see you later, okay, sweetie? And the kids are just screaming, watching TV. Wait a minute, I came here to kill everyone! What happened? And I just walks out of the town brushing a teeth. I don't know, man, we really made some mistakes somewhere.
Also, what is the status of Nappa's movie, Citizen Nappa?
Citizen Nappa, all the Academy Awards planned this year. I paid for all of them. Why? Didn't know that's how it works? Oh, don't be so naive.
Thank you.
thank you.
Alright, before my question, I would just like to say, everyone hates me now because I got to hug you last night. Everyone hates me.
Wow.
Good.
Boo him! Boo!
Alright, now for my question. We've heard your characters' plans for the zombie apocalypse, but what are your personal plans?
Well, I actually live in a really awesome location. I live right beside a grocery store, right above a liquor store, and right down the street is a wilderness survival store. I am set. I'm just locking the door. I'm good.
Unfortunately, I live down in Louisiana.
Oh.
But at least that means that all the zombies are going to be fat and slow.
Rot fast could be good.
What was that?
Rot fast too.
Yeah.
Not with all the preservatives we use nowadays.
I'm gonna be realistic here, and I'm gonna say there is no way I'm surviving a zombie apocalypse. I'll be like, nope, I'm done. And I would try to fight, but I'd be realistic about it. Is that chances are no one is going to survive.
Well, to be fair, you are the black guy in the horror movie.
Does that mean I get to fuck Paris Hilton?
Do you want to?
For the Monday morning story.
Do it for the story. Do it for the story, Dio. Slap that bass.
So there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is high out.
No, right down.
Yeah, you don't want to turn around.
It's my son. Your hair will go when you turn 15.
Daddy!
Don't look at me, it's weird.
Why won't you?
I'm on a sex offenders list, stay away.
What's your question?
Okay, so if you could pick any characters, if they were forced to produce a Disney show, give me a synopsis and an example of a scene.
That's not suitable for this panel.
It would be a live-action version of Beauty and the Beast with Nicolas Cage as Gaston.
It's like Gaston. And I will be Beauty and the Beast.
And I'll be the gay lamp. Look at me, I'm a gay lamp. Gay lamp stuff.
He was French.
Gay.
French.
Gay. F-R-G-A-A-Y. Beer. Beer.
Water.
Beer.
Water.
Beer. Beer.
That's a Simpsons reference.
We like doing silly voices, try and impress each other. I got homework. He's got Marge down pat now, so. Beer.
Anyway.
Oh.
So, thank you very much. I love the snake on your head. He's adorbs. I believe they're already doing it at this point.
Someone tried. So you went have to bend over to hit that mic.
No, wait, no. Simpsons abridged is Family Guy. And then Family Guy abridged is the Cleveland Show.
What about American Dad? I know.
It's a one-off.
We're gonna premiere this once a year.
Ah, I get it. Alright, so what's your question?
What was the...
Man, you have to pen all the way down for that damn thing. Jeez.
Yeah, no choice. Well, but first of all, everyone here, I am now Napa's son that is canon.
By the way, when you're my son, you're not a special snowflake. There's like 80 of you.
Damn it!
What's the family reunion?
What was the inspiration for the Frieza gang's criminal banter?
Frieza gangs.
Oh wait, which part?
Well, they're always... oh no, not the Ginyu Force, like Frieza, Zarbon, Midoriya.
Just their back and forth dialogue. Yeah. Really, that is some of our best stuff, I think. Like Frieza talking to his, like all the soldiers. Yeah, it was, and that stuff was so much fun to write because Frieza's such an aristocratic asshole, and so he's basically so far above everybody, he gets to manage them and delegate, and he is just so ruthless about it. And it was the kind of character we were dying to get our hands on because Vegeta was never sophisticated. Like he wanted to be sophisticated, he wanted to be on top, but he never had the chance. Frieza, on the other hand, has been on top since he was born, and so he's basically just. So yeah, a lot of it came down to like how can Frieza just get annoyed by, or how can he turn a phrase with any of his characters, like these other characters. The best stuff is with him and Zarbon.
Well, just Zarbon's character and the fake out at the end was so much fun, and you really killed it every time you recorded for him, though. You really did a great job with that guy.
See, Zarbon was a whole lot of fun, but I always felt like, oh man, this is such a really bad impression of Sabbath's version.
It worked. It worked for what it needed to be. Well, thank you. It's an interpretation.
Anything else?
Well, I was wondering, Alucard, Dio, which one of you is the superior vampire?
Oh man.
I've never met a real vampire with guns.
Oh, that's cool. I've never met a girl vampire before.
I'd say look in the mirror, but you know how it is.
Yeah, there's no girl in the mirror. Only a real motherfucking vampire. And by the way, it's not the size of the guns. It's how many you have.
Wait, hold on.
Think about it, ladies. The biggest mistake of your life is here waiting, ladies.
So thank you very much.
Two questions. My friends and I are putting together an abridged series, and we were wondering, first thing, how do you guys like schedule? Because you have multiple people in your
Oh my, okay, let me get this out of the way. The scheduling bit is going to be one of the most difficult things out of the, like, that and the editing, because oh my god,
I'm the main editor of my group, so I know.
Best of luck!
Have fun not going outside.
Like, really, honestly, you're just going to have to talk to them and say, okay, look, if we're going to be serious, if you really seriously want to make content, you actually have to set aside days. You have to basically say, you have to plan that shit out and be like, okay, when are you free?
You get nothing without sacrificing something.
Yeah.
Equivalent exchange.
And if you, like, that's why you only do it if you think you can. And if it feels like it's too hard, then maybe it's just too hard and you'll have to move on to something else. But if it's worth it, you'll put the time in.
Yeah.
Alright, loaded question. How do you get, like, popular?
What?
Loaded question. How do you answer that question without sounding like a douchebag?
How do you get popular?
No, you're be British, play Minecraft, have autism. What? I'm just doing it based off the YouTube trends.
Thanks, Dad.
That was a loaded answer. How about that?
It was fantastic.
You're welcome.
I was going to say look damn good in a kilt, but whatever.
Model this stuff. For me, however, is to have long flowing hair. For me, however, it's looking like Loki when I do this.
I can look like every member from Korn. They're swollen members.
They're still making music. Is anyone else surprised by that?
Isn't Offspring touring right now?
Oh God, are they?
I don't know, are they?
Limp Bizkit's still around.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Yep, no problem.
I have two questions for you guys.
Okay.
One, I know you guys have a lot of running jokes in all of your series, but what's the origin of that's Disney evil?
Oh, I get credit for that one. I just came up with it because I think I saw it somewhere. One of my friends made a joke similar to that. It was just random inspiration. It's just, what's the most stereotypical evil stuff? Disney evil. That's what's just black and white. It literally is black and white sometimes. Because if you guys is white and the black guy is black, oh, that's weird. Oh, old Disney, we'll never forget you. Please forget
what now?
Old Disney?
No, yeah.
Please forget about part of Anastasia. We're not going to forget about that one part of Anastasia, Disney. You can't make us forget. There was
Anastasia's not Disney.
The black centaur, like Happy to wife the white centaurs.
Oh no, you mean Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Yeah. Not to mention Song of the South. That's uncomfortable Disney racism right there. You're sitting back going like, oh no. I mean, at least with the crows you laugh. It's like, well, at least they're funny and stuff. But then Song of the South comes along and it's like, okay, we're just gonna ignore everything? Really? Okay.
The worst thing is, I don't know if this is true, but apparently, like with the crows, those were all voiced by white guys.
Oh, I know. That makes it so much worse.
Hey guys, don't forget to check out the Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp as a Native American. Way to be progressive, Disney.
You know, some people try to be an apologist for that too. It's like, oh no, like the actual Native American groups got together and they said, no, we're totally fine with it. Apparently he's like 1/24th Cherokee. And it's like, oh guys. You could have found an actual Native American actor. He would have gone up there and he would have killed it. Unfortunately, the movie sucks, so maybe it's for the best.
Yeah.
So, what was the question?
How do you?
It was just Disney evil. My
Disney evil.
question is, I probably have to wait until you guys come around again. But who would win, Alucard or Mr. Popo?
We get that asked every time.
We've confirmed the story. What would happen is Alec would walk into the room, just a badass swagger going on in there. Mr. Popo would appear, kind of manifest out of darkness. How was your day? It was good, honey. How about you? Let's go for beers. Sweet. They bro pound, they go for a walk through the woods. The end. Actually, funny enough, I actually wanted to in the second episode, but it was just too difficult to do. What's up? No, we're allowed to go to 145.
We're going to 145.
We're going to 145 now.
when Alucard like goes release restraint level 1, shows all the eyes, I want them to be popo faces. It's too difficult. The amount of work it would have needed would not have been worth it. Yeah, would not. We will do difficult jokes if it's worth it. If it's going to take 30 hours for one joke, it's not worth it. Alright. Hello.
I'm back. Hi. Okay. I have a question, and this actually, I came up with this last night. Okay, if Napa, Dio, and Barack Obama and Richard Nixon were all in a political debate, who would win? And also, second question, have you ever guys use your voices to prank call anyone?
I hate prank calls.
He hates prank calls.
You know, it's funny, I've never prank...
It's okay.
I've never crank called anyone before, but apparently I have this really bad habit of when I'm talking to somebody over the phone that I haven't talked before, I'll be like,
yeah, hello, I want to order a couple of pizzas.
I just want to confirm I'm a man.
It's kind of funny.
I have a pizza.
You know, and I always bring it back to this one time when I was talking to somebody on the phone, and it was like, oh yeah, no, sure, I'll make sure he gets the message. It's like, all right, thank you, ma'am. Okay.
And the first question was, who would win in a Brooklyn...
No. Okay. If Napa, Dio, were running for president against Barack Obama and Richard Nixon, who would win?
If they ran...
Is it a four-way race?
It's a four-way race, and Napa's representing the sci-fi party, and you got Dio representing fantasy party.
He's everyone's fantasy.
I prefer Nightmare.
What would their speeches be?
Will their speeches be, if you vote for me, bitches and whores for everybody. As your president, I will make a promise I will not keep, because I like to fit in with the crowd.
I do not approve of you, Santa, or you vampires.
Now, my opponent Dio, he makes some very good threats, but I do agree with...
You're not from America!
Hey, really? Where's your birth certificate, Baldy?
I was totally born in Hawaii.
And if I do run for president, I can make this promise. Not one of you is going to survive.
He's the honest candidate. We screwed that all up. Everyone be quiet. Let's just vote for Clinton again. That worked really well the first round, right? Forget the blowjob. Who cares? We're all men here.
Everyone gets a blowjob.
Yeah, I'll vote for you for that.
Oh, I just gotta say, that blows my mind. All right, to the next question.
All right, thank you.
No problem, man.
We got all political. Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You got a little chocolate doll at the door.
Thank you. I have a question and a request.
No. Good.
My question's for Cousin Echo.
Woo!
Out of Takahana and my hair, who do you think is more gorgeous? Her hair.
Wow.
Hold on. Those extensions.
No, very authentic.
Go thing. Yeah, get out of here. She's got the better hair.
Oh, kick puppy.
Oh no! The woman beat you with better, longer hair.
You're sad about it. By the way, Kaiser, I'm that vain.
Okay, just tell me how it is, Sandra.
What?
The new vagina you had installed.
Nothing to worry about from you then.
And my request is for all three of you and Alucard. Like my sister said a couple days ago, I got a hug from his son, and I want to see if you guys have better hugs.
We'll give you a hug after the panel, if that's okay.
Okay?
Hugs will be given
Only if Chopper's in the middle.
Immediately, I need to prefix this. We have the autograph session upstairs in the autograph area immediately after this panel. We are going to beeline it there if you guys want anything signed.
Yes.
We really, because people might be lining up for that right now, possibly, which would be interesting, because why wouldn't they be here? But whatever. I'm not scheduling their stuff, so hey. So.
If you guys want to, you can hold it if you want.
Woo!
Nickel every time.
Oh, sure, yeah. Put that sticker up here. Oh, it's like a backpack. You can throw it if you want. We're really good catchers.
As a brick!
As we can see,
He's now mine, we're never getting back.
Kaiser, how does it feel to have the super vagina?
It feels soft.
And
surprisingly pink.
The correct word was moist, Kaiser. You failed. All right, sir, what is your question?
This is aimed specifically at Amfish, but if you guys would like to chime in, that would be really awesome.
Specifically me, gotcha.
Yes, sir. We know you're really invested in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure right now, but will we see a return of animes I don't watch, or Guy Sensei the Awesome?
That one guy was excited!
Those are so old.
Antfish.
Remember all of them?
Antfish? I know, I watched them.
To be honest, I'm definitely not going to go back to them.
Oh,
really? Are you surprised? Anyway,
old guy sad.
yeah. But no, the reason I did animes I don't watch was because like I wanted to have like my own kind of. I didn't want to say series, but I guess series.
Yeah, serial. You actually remember you were talking that you actually really enjoyed writing for more than just one video. Like actually a build-up. You enjoyed the build-up leading to a final climax.
Exactly. The problem was like all the episodes had their own stories, and since I didn't really watch these shows, the first episode or whatever stuff I saw from AMVs, and I'd ask my friends, hey, what's that episode where this guy does this? Because I'd have an idea. And it was fun, but it wasn't like a constant actual story. So when I decided to do an abridged series, I liked it much more because it gave me restriction. So that way I'd be able to, it helped me like micromanage jokes and condense quality rather than, it can be as long as
keep characters consistent.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's actually, I think, the true challenge of writing is once you establish a character, try not to deviate too much that ruins that character. I think for DBZ, we've had to be very careful with certain characters like Vegeta. And Krillin, we can kind of do whatever we want with him nowadays. You just walk in, hey guys, whoop, 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 and it just makes sense because it's Krillin. Yo, Krill, drumming hard, wow, wow, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, no, that was
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, man. You.
Way to go, Antfish.
What?
Tripped. He was just looking.
I'm a fan of The Hellsing Abridged, and the second episode, one of the characters already had some pretty obscene dialogue, so how did you guys top that?
Dude, that was...
Jan Valent, what do you... He was an abridged character before we got to him. Go and see the original Hellsing Ultimate. You know what I'm talking about.
When you have dialogue like up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start as he's shooting guys, you sit back and you go, what the hell am I supposed to do?
So what do? You crank it up to 11.
We spinal tap that mother.
And I gotta give props to Ganjin Ba who played him.
Oh yeah.
Killed it. He absolutely knocked it out of the park. His scenes were amazing. He was...
By the way, I love the fact that you can't repeat most of his dialogue up here.
Texas!
Yeah.
Now I'm on fire!
No, it was funny. That actually came at the perfect time. We had no reason, like we were not going to make it Texas for any reason. Then some like weird gun law stuff was starting to happen in Texas right at the same time. So we're like, hey, we're politically relevant.
Do you remember the original version that we had?
No, and we're never repeating it.
We had to remove it from the script. No, it was one thing the guys were like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, we should remove that.
And Texas made it funnier though.
Yeah. Humor is subjective.
So thank you for giving my household and Skull Blankings for All Khmer Bowl.
Ooh. Wait, what?
Every once in a while, my boyfriend and I would just, one of us would just say, hey, come here, Ghoul, Skull Blankings for All. I did.
Come here,
Adorable, I think.
Not the sound effect afterwards, though. Squish.
In DBZA, what was the jockstrap incident? What exactly happened there?
Okay, here's the thing. We cannot discuss the jockstrap incident due to legal reasons. We have like 4 companies after us over the incident.
It involves schools.
You know, the weirdest thing was, if I hadn't set that thing up with Frieza, none of this would have happened. It's all my fault, and I'm not going over it again. I can't tell you.
I love how we've just dropped snippets of a story, and we're not done dropping snippets of a story too.
Drop a snip.
Drop a snip.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question for Trunks.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your opinion on fangirls?
On what?
Fangirls.
Fangirls? In the future, we don't have fangirls.
And it was good.
Only war. But I hear in the past, you also had wars. Shipping wars.
Only on Annie.
We don't have shipping in the future either.
Everyone was shooting OTP missiles at each other.
But you know what sinks ships? Cannon.
Wow.
Have you guys ever came across any vocal imitators of you guys?
No.
Have you found anyone at a convention who said, I can do your voice too? No, that's never happened.
Not all the
The
time.
harder you laugh, that just means they do it.
I think,
is that it?
Is that it?
Yep.
Didn't you have a question, Dio? I saw you, but you forgot it.
No, they cut off the line.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know, we have one more video that we'd like to show.
Preview.
And then, yep, it's a preview of episode 36. It's very... I'd like to apologize, it's very short. We didn't have much time before the con. I got this done as fast as I could. We had some recording issues, but... And do know, like, the second half of this episode is actually a lot meatier than the early half, so please know that I'm sorry.